Hello and welcome back here to Football Manager 2020 here at Rawslowgaming. We're taking gaming raw, slow and nice. We're playing Best City Football Club here and are doing a lower league club story, so to say, trying to take them to the top of Premier League and beyond. We are in our second season and we got up to Vanarama National League. So far we have just played the few starting matches in the season, and we have had a bit of bad luck, to be honest, I feel at least. And so far we only have had 1 point and are in the relegation zone. Our target for the season is of course fight bravely for avoiding relegation, hopefully. So we'll see where we end up. And we should have a good chance of being clear of it, but at this stage it's not really looking that way. But of course we are 4 matches in out of 46, so a long way to go. And regarding that, we will show you the matches that we play and anything interesting in between. So with that said, we will take a short little break and see you at the match day against Dover in 3 days if nothing else happens before that. That is interesting. Time then for the match, and it's a real underdogs match, or so to say. Well, not underdogs, but it's a real battle at the end of the table here against Dover, who are 20th in the league and we are 22nd. Very even here according to the bookmakers, but I guess we have the slight edge if we're looking on the odds due to being home team or something like that. So let's see here if we can take advantage of that. Everyone is above 90%, so that's good. And a little bit since I picked this up, so not too sure if we have the correct players in place here, but I do believe that's the case. Rowan and Healy here, Taylor on the corner, yes, and Burko. That is a full star better than Smeardon. And then we have Sanko Smith, Hackett, Pearson, and Britton and Brown. Yeah, that looks right. Smeardon, Clark, Berry, and Baxter on the bench. Yeah, that also looks right. And what will we do with that? Well, we will do something. Tom Price, Tom Smith, Tom Price. We should really play Price as well. And Barry, you are 20 and you're being offered out. We really should offer you 2 clubs here as well. And we will ask for 100% here. And let's see if anyone comes in with an offer here. I think that's the correct thing to do, and take Price up to the reserve, well, to the bench here. And we have Simpson here that is also listed for loan, and we can't do too many. And Westmere out listed for loan as well. We have a lot of players listed for loan, but that should be all right. But let's not focus on that, and let's instead go to match here, and we will comment it like commentators, or we'll try to do that just as we always do here. And we'll listen to our assistant as well to do the talks here and everything. I do know that it's sort of a bad morale in the team, and I can understand that since we're off to a bad start and we're not the greatest team in the league, so we'll probably struggle a bit with the morale all season long, since we will be more losses than wins probably. But hopefully we can turn things around or do something. If nothing else, I guess we will need to have a team talk here pretty soon. So far, 15 minutes in, we have had 2 highlights from Dover there on 2 different corners. One and the last that we just seen here, they were hitting the crossbar, and now they have another corner that we didn't get to see. So far, the team is playing pretty bad, or at least we're not really getting anywhere. If we're looking on the stats here, we see that it's only Dover that have come with any chances whatsoever. Possession seems to be pretty even, but not shots or anything like that. Next up is a highlight here in the 32nd, 33rd minute. It is Dover with the ball, passing it back and forth here a little bit and driving it up towards our penalty zone, but not really getting to it here. And Berko snatched up the ball and threw the ball or a long ball up to Britton, and he shoots just wider of the post, very nearly there actually. And here comes a corner from Pearson for Bassett, and not reaching its place. Pearson getting a second chance to cross it towards Brunt, and he heads, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 35th minute, and the first goal of the season for Brunt, which is very good because we need him scoring and be happy playing here and everything for us to do good. And yeah, good chance here and a good finish, and well, everything really good there actually. Superb finish by Brunt, to be honest. And straight after, apparently, we get another highlight here. This time a Dover with the ball, but we're snatching up it in the defense here again. And a leg with a sort of goal kick, but a poor one, unfortunately. And it's a goal for Dover, but it's been disallowed for offside. And in that instance, I think we'll probably not really see how much, but not much. It looked like it would be much, but it wasn't. Well-timed run there and everything, though. So kind of a shame for the Dover players that wasn't an allowed goal. So looking at the stats, we are coming back here, definitely. It's much more even in terms of shots and everything. We had actually more shots on target. But after one half, Bassett leading 1-0 versus Dover. Overall, it looks pretty darn even. And ratings on the players, all right. So we'll just continue here and do subs as we do around the 60-minute mark, or maybe a little bit earlier. I saw there that Brunt looked really tired, and yeah, that is something we really need to do to get in another lone player to the attacking side, or an attacker, so we have someone to put in there in the offense, because we don't really have that on the bench, and that is of course something we need. Don't really want to put in a midfielder or anything. And speaking about that, we got Rooney here scoring a goal for Dover, so it's all equalized here in the 54th minute, and another corner for them, and this time it's a goal that is allowed, so to say. And that weren't that great for us, so I think it's time to do some subs here, and I think unfortunately we got to put someone in instead of Brunt, who's really tired. Clark instead of Sanko, and Smeardon instead of Pearson, and Barry instead of Brunt. This is, as I said, definitely not really what we want to do, but we'll try here, and we'll show some passion. Don't know, no, that didn't really work. Could shout the man more. We'll try. Oh, pressure, that definitely didn't work out to our advantage. And a highlight here in the 87th, 88th minute. Bassett with the ball, and it's such a header there by Perry, but it's been disallowed as well. So one disallowed goal per team here. And that is ridiculously little that we're offside. And yeah, our shouts there not really working to our advantage. The result after full time, 1-1 for Bassett versus Dover. Shots 12 versus 14. Shots on target 77, and possession 56-44%. So an alright match. It's too bad that we still haven't gotten our win and got a little bit of momentum with us, which is very frustrating. Still staying in 22nd place in the league, 1 point up to being out of the relegation zone at the moment, and we will at this stage not talk about the playoff zone or direct or winning in the league, because that is far off at this specific moment. And all right, 1078 attending that game, so that's all right. And we actually loaned out Billy Kay very recently, and he had a good rating here directly, so that's good. And very good. We'll hope that Richards develops well here, getting playing time. And yeah, we are still trying here. We will take a short break and be back in 4 days against Wrexham. We have scouted some players here, or scouted players in attack for loan positions actually. I don't remember exactly how Asante come up, but he's a free agent, and we have completed an offer for him to join our club. So let's have a look here on the report card before we confirm it. So he's actually 3.5 stars, maybe 4, and potential ability to up to full 5 stars. And estimated salary 750 to 1k per month, and we got it in at the lowest possible. His stats is not looking that great though, especially finishing for a striker. So that's a little bit worrying, but I think it should be all right, and definitely a good backup for the players that we have in front with Britton and Brunt now. And stepping in for next season, he could be playing full time together with Brunt or whoever we chooses. So let's accept this and have a look at how he actually comes in. Yeah, 2.5 stars and potential Sky League 2 striker. And we will ask Smith to welcome the player here. And Asante valued 21k and finishing 9, so not that bad, and a really strong in the physical sense and a good work rate. So he could definitely become something, that's for sure. We'll hope that he actually develops well, and he will definitely get time on the bench here straight off. And we are straight into the match preview here for the match against Wrexham, which will be a very tough match, and we are very, very much underdogs here, as you see. We have gone into a defensive mentality for this match, as suggested from our coach, and yeah, I definitely see the reason for that. So what are we going to do here? Barry is going to get loaned out, so I think we are going to have Smirdon, Baxter, Clark, and Asante on the bench. I think that's a good lineup for the bench, and we should look at maybe trying to get more players loaned out here. A few. Well, we should have Price on the bench really as well. Who could we have Price instead of Smiron? Is that the case? Defender left. Well, yes and no, but I think that's got to be it. All right, let's submit the team and continue here. Or no, wait, we got to see that everyone is fresh enough. Yeah, just above 90, barely, but they are. And we'll continue here and out number here for Enoch, and continue to the match, and let our assistant do the team talks and everything as ever, and we'll just comment the match here as usual and hope that it's a slow one and that we manage somehow to make a real upset here with this match against Wrexham, or not, if nothing else, bring home a tie here. Very uneventful, that's not the word I'm looking for. Very surprising draw, I guess, is what I'm trying to say, but in another word. So the first highlight here in at the 90th minute is actually Bassett in control of the ball at this moment, and Pearson there playing it wide to Sanko on the right hand side, passing it back to Taylor, and Taylor with a through ball up to Britton. Britton are through and it scores, but it's been offside here again. Many goals here with offside in this episode so far. Can't be that much either there. No, that's just a meter or so. It's quite clear, but that's unlucky and frustrating all at the same time. But yeah, that being the only highlight so far is really good, actually. And just because saying that, here comes Wrexham with a corner, and it's a penalty for something. Hackett showed Poppy Grant, and it looks like we got sort of a lag spider or something. But anyway, Wrexham and Grant here versus a leg or keeper, and our keeper getting out of the way, and a goal for Wrexham there, unfortunately, and they take the lead 0-1 for Bassett versus Wrexham. And yeah, as soon as we get promoted, I'm starting to get jealous of the opponent's team's stadiums that are so big and impressive and everything like that. And yeah, we're shouting wrong things to our players all the time. So halftime, result is 0-1 for Bassett versus Wrexham, and that looks very, very true, so to say. We have a really good position here, actually, though. And yeah, hand over to assistant. I don't think anyone played especially bad. No, not really. So as we continue here in the second half, remember to smash that like button if you're enjoying the show, of course. And if you're doing so and want to follow along on our journey, remember also to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done that yet. So let's focus here on the sub here that we need to do. I need to sub defenders here, 2 defenders. So Baxter will go in there, I guess, and Clark will go in here. And Asante, you will go into position directly here and play pressing forward, and in support that will be fine. And yeah, so you have also, if you want to support the channel even more, do check out the links in the description where you can buy Football Manager and join the channel. And you have some unique perks there, which could mean that you could get to name one player or one youth player per game season in either FIFA Manager or Football Manager. Yeah, per game year, so to say. And sorry for stuttering on that, trying to think if I should focus on saying my thing there or commenting this highlight that is going on. And at the moment it's neither, because it's commenting my thought process. But anyway, yeah, if you want to support the channel even more or are considering it, I'm so humbled if you even look at it. So here comes Sanko with a cross towards Britton, and not a chance, and superb save there by the keeper. How the hell did he save that? Next up, another highlight here in the 64th minute. Hackett with the ball, passing to Smith here in our defensive half, passing back to Baxter, and a ball up towards Britton, and passing it back to Smith and Hackett, and playing it wide here to Pearson on the left-hand side. Crosses it to Britton. Britton with another goal for Bassett. So 3 superb chances from Britton, 1 saved by the keeper, 1 goal, and 1 offside so far. But we are back to equal here for that draw in the 64th minute, and superb play there by the team, and a great finish by Britton as well. I'm really impressed by in that sequence, actually. And yeah, we have done all the subs, so we can't do more here at this stage. At this stage, we really rather hope that we don't get any more highlights at all, but we do have a highlight here in the 67th minute, and it was a goal kick from their keeper, but we have taken control of the ball, but managed to play it all the way back down to our keeper. But that goal kick actually turned out pretty well, and a really nice opening pass there to the right-hand side to Sanko, passing back to Smith. And Smith, what will you do? You pass it back to Rowan, to Baxter, and Baxter plays it wide to Pearson here again. Pearson with a nice first touch there, and managing to cross it to Britton again, and he heads just over the crossbar. Britain having a superb game so far, so good thing that we didn't switch him out. And Rowan is pretty tired, and a lot of players are overwhelmed with the pressure in general. But looking on stats and everything, we sort of feel like a win here could be in it for us, or it's deserved for us, but this is not looking good. A free kick from Wrexham in a very dangerous spot, and it's a goal for Wrexham here in the first minute of extra time. And as I said, I feel like we've been a bit unlucky here in the start of the season. Definitely didn't feel like they deserved that. A good free kick and a good goal. Nothing to say about that, but it definitely felt unlucky there. But that's the end result after full time. 1-2 for Bath City versus Wrexham. Shots 8-12, shots on target 47, and possession 63-37%. So not unfair, but not really right either, so to say. I definitely felt like that could have been the turning point, but unfortunately not the case there. So Bath in 22nd place here, still 2 points up to being out of the relegation zone. Let's see here. Late defeat, yeah, I know, and as that makes professional debut, so that's pretty darn nice. And yeah, we are getting criticized now, and that's all right. And Richards here had an all right game again against with Billy Kay, and yeah, that will be it until the next match against Welling. So a short break, and I'll see you again in a jiffy. Here we are then, last match of the episode against Welling, and very much even Steven here. It's a team from Vanarama National League South, as we were playing them last season, with one win and one loss here against them. But time to show our colors here. So all players had a bit of rest here between these the last match and until now. So the best players are still, of course, already on the pitch. So we are going to do nothing with that, and we have the players that we want here on the bench as well. So of course we have we are looking to loan out more players here. Both Mirren and Simpson, I think so would be a good option. I need to send out loan suggestion here for Smerodon, so we will do that first, just before we start the match here. We want to offer him to clubs, and we want playing time to be a regular starter. We do want, let's say, 60% paid, and that's probably going to be a little bit hard, but we'll try. And we'll go through a match here and see what we get out of it. Hopefully a good result. We did also hold a team meeting between these matches, and hope that everything will be good. The morale definitely came up quite a bit for our players from that. It were definitely on the low side after that loss against Wrexham. Very frustrating loss there, very small margins, and we'll see how this goes. We do have the first highlight of the match going on here. Welling coming up here on the right hand side with a big run from Henry, but Hackett managing to intercept the ball, or not intercept, challenge for the ball there and get it. So Bass with control of the ball now, but a poor pass there from Smith, or a try a long ball. So instead of a long ball from Welling, that also was bad. The ball back to Smith, passing to Brunt here, and he passes up to Britton, to Hackett, and he will play it Watts back into Smith in the middle, and he plays it wide to the right hand side to Sanko. Sanko with the cross, and cleared easily there. And let's see here, the ball to Healy and to Smith, and a through ball to Brunt, and he shoots, and it's a goal for Bassett here in the 8th minute. The keeper actually saving that, but bouncing off on the crossbar and into goal. But must have been pretty darn narrow that it actually passed the goal line. Good action there by Bront, and quite narrow, but not super narrow. Quite poor by the defender there, letting that pass. And we have a highlight straight after there on the kickoff here, maybe for Welling. Welling in control of the ball still here anyway. Agyemang playing it wide here to the right hand side to Henry and crosses it towards Kavanagh and getting out. Seaton to Agyemang and to Seaton here and shooting over the crossbar. Not really that dangerous looking, but still. So yet again, we could end the match right now, and I would be very, very, very happy. Unfortunately, that's not how football works or any game. Rather, actually, that you end the game where at the result that you're happy with. But yeah, I'm really sort of nervous here again in these type of matches that we will get backfired, so to say. And there we have it, a goal for Welling United here in the 41st minute, just before the end of the first half or before half time. And that felt overall lucky as well. We have a throw in here and header on two, and then we got two defenders, but still the Welling United attacker somehow got his foot to the ball and managed to score. What a shame, really. So the scoreline after one half, I said 1-1, very even overall, looking on the stats, but we are a little bit dominating. Well, a little bit have the upper hand if we're looking at shots and possession and everything, but not shots on target. And that's really what maybe counts the most. So that's a bit frustrating. Everyone playing all right. No one's super bad, no one's super good. So we'll be all right, and we'll show some passion, and frustrated by the feedback. Right, so show some passion is definitely not really working at the moment for us, at least. So as players are rested, we could wait here a little bit, but time to do a sub or two. So Clark in instead for Sanko. And what more here? Pearson is tired and Healy. So Price you are getting in instead of Pearson or Hackett. You'll get in instead of you'll get in instead of Hackett really, but Hackett you're going out to the side and you're going into the middle, and Baxter you're going in instead of Healy. Or are you? No, we'll actually let you be. And we had a good domination there in the stats I saw, but a chance there from Welling United and a good corner and header save by our keeper, and out for another corner. Here is the corner from Kana and Kie, and good save there again by Oleg, and out for another corner. Really don't hope anything comes of this. And again, Kavanagh with the corner, leg showing safe hands there and saving it, so really good. And we have 10-15 minutes to go. And seems to be very even and stable now, but we want a winning goal. We need to win, but it doesn't look like that will be the case. We have 2 minutes of extra time that just run out, so the full time result is a 1-1 for Bassett versus Welling. Shots 10-9, shots on target 45, possession 53-47%. So an alright match. Again, not the end result that we wanted, or maybe even deserved. But it's alright. That actually brought us up one place to 21st in the league. Still 2 points off from being clear of the relegation zone at the moment. So sort of all right, and that doesn't really matter. And professional debut, that is good. And yeah, we're still chasing first win in 7 matches. We have one bid here for Smeardon to take on a loan, and it's Basingstoke, and they are in EL7, so that's actually below Vanarama National League, and that's not that great. And yeah, it's all right, but he did play here in Gloucester and Tiverton. Tiverton is though in EL7, so that is it's all right. It's not necessarily what we would have liked, but there he will get to play at least, so we'll accept that as the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you here soon again. Bye bye. You have been watching Rawslowgaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.